Hi ladies, and welcome back to Sisters at Our Best. As you may or may not know, I am Renee and I am so happy to be bringing you another video this week. All this hand movement, give me a second. Let me get it out of me. Okay, so today's video is going to be how creating a budget saved me. Now, this was huge for me. Creating a budget was the one thing I must say in my life that made a huge difference, because I believe that a lot of people believe that they need to make more money, because if they can't keep up with their bills, if they can't keep up with their lives, they feel like if they get a raise, or if I got a raise, I used to believe the same thing. If they get a raise, then it will save them. It will make everything better. But actually, no, you just start spending even more. So the trick is to learn to live on what you have now, so that when you do have more money coming in, then that money can be saved towards your dreams. Simple as that. So these are my tips on how a budget saved me and the things that I use in my daily life. The first thing I hear whenever somebody's talking about a budget is they don't work. That's the first thing. They say, budget never worked for me. And I'm going, okay, but did you really try? Did you actually make a budget? Did you actually try to live on a budget? Because a budget is not a miracle, okay? Just because you wrote numbers down on a paper does not mean that it's gonna work, okay? Like, how does that make sense? It's like writing your dreams out on a piece of paper, or your goals out on a piece of paper, and expecting them to work, but you did nothing towards them. You actually have to put in the work to actually make your budget work. For me, I live on cash, right? This is something that I've been trying, and I tried before, and it worked very well. And I just basically go to the bank, and I take out the money that I need. I put it in different areas, so there's gas money, food money, fun money, and my son's allowance, things like that are all coming out of the budget. I don't put them in envelopes because I feel like envelopes get messy and it's annoying. So what I do is I just get like little holders. Give me a second. Okay, so, sorry. Right upstairs. But yeah, so I have little holders like this. They're little wallets. You can go to the dollar store, get them. I got a big one because this one is groceries. So instead of having an envelope, I have this thing. I put a list that I need, which is my grocery list on it. The cash is inside. When I pay cash for something, I put the receipt in here. Take the receipt, I stuff it in here. All my receipts are in here. All the cash that I have left is in here for food. So this one is for food. This is what I'm missing from my fridge. This is what I'm gonna buy. Budget. This is what a budget is. It's just keeping track of what you need. This one, fun money. It's a donut, right? This is your fun money. This is what I use for fun. So I look in there, fun money. When the money runs out, I have no more fun. Okay? There is no fun buying. There is no fun spending. This is my actual fun money. In my car, which I live in a safe neighborhood, but in my car, I keep my gas money in there. Sometimes I keep it in my wallet, so if you're trying to rob me, it's not always in my car. But sometimes I keep it in my wallet, and that's my gas money. If there's money left over at the end of each month, what do I do with it? Super fun money! So this is the money that's left over, and every month I just take it all, change everything, throw it in here, and that's it. I keep it in my office because I don't want to touch it. I don't want it with me when I'm out, because what happens when you have that extra money with you when you're out, you spend it on crap. Crap that you do not need, that you actually don't even want. Number 2 is creating a budget. Now, how did I come up with these amounts, right? I go into my bank, I look at my bank statement, I look at all my credit card statements, I look at everything that's going on in my life, and I make a budget based on reality, not on la la land, okay? A lot of people will make a budget and they say, I spend $200 on food. Do you really spend $200 on food? What about when you go to a restaurant? What about when you pick up a quick thing? What if you grab a snack? What if you grab a lunch at work? You don't actually spend $200 on actual food. If it's food and you're spending $200, congratulations, you don't eat enough. I spend more than that on food. Gas. Some people say, well, I only spend like $20 on gas. That's fine if you live 2 seconds from your work. I live 45 minutes away from my work. I spend more than that on gas. What I do is I grab my statement, I look. Every time I buy gas, every time I buy food, I add it all up. Every time I pay for something, I add it all up. And that is my spending money. That's where I get my cash from. And I say, okay, well, if I spend $400 on food, then $400 needs to be out of my bank account for food. But I don't just go and grab the whole month's worth of food money, because that's how you get messed up. I'm telling you that now. That's how you get messed up. Do not go out and grab all the money and bring it in your wallet, because then you're gonna forget and you're gonna be like, oh, let me just get a little extra this, extra that, extra that. I have the money in my wallet. No, you go and you get a week's worth of money. So if you spend $400 on food, you divide it. Let's say there's 4 weeks in that month, sometimes 5, I know, but 4 weeks in that month, you put $100 into your little pouch or envelope or whatever you're going to use. You put $100 in one, then let's say gas is another 100. You put 100 in gas for the week. That's how it works. It's as simple as that. Don't make it more complicated. Don't make it something that you can't do because you have spreadsheets, you have this, you have that, you have the other. Just simplify it. The simpler, the better. Number 3 is stick to it. It's not going to always work out. You're going to overspend on something, underspend on other things. It's just the reality of this. You can't be perfect. So if you think having a budget makes you perfect and everything is going to go right, no. Okay, I'm gonna tell you a story, a quick story. So I'm on budget, living on cash, everything is good. Now, one of my coworkers were like, oh, I'm gonna go buy some cheese and tell me how good the cheese was. Cheese was great, cheese is wonderful. I was like, okay, buy me some cheese, okay? I was like, buy me some cheese. Well, when my coworker came back with the cheese was like this big. I was like, oh, okay, it's a good deal. You know, it's a Costco cheese. I was like, okay. Then my coworker told me it was like $26 for the cheese. $26 for the cheese. I was like, I don't even like cheese that much. But now the cheese is bought. I got this cheese. I had to go and find the money from my budget to pay for the cheese. This is unexpected. This is something that's just life. And you have to laugh at it because you say, okay, well, next time I know never to ask that person to buy me cheese because their budget for cheese is a lot higher than my budget for cheese. But this is what I'm telling you. You have to figure out a way to just be composed. Do not think that everything is going to work out fine and everything is going to be okay once you have a budget, but stick to it. You've got to just stick to it. Always go to the bank, start talking to the tellers, get them to get to know you. Tell them what your plan is. Tell somebody. Have a teamwork. Get a buddy. The best thing is to tell somebody what your plan is. Say, listen, I'm living on cash. I'm trying to stay on a budget. That person's going to help you. That person's going to build you. There's some people that's not going to help you. They're going to be like, let's just go shopping. Didn't I tell you I was on a budget? Like, you don't want that person, okay? You need to keep her at a distance. You need to keep him at a distance. But there's other people that will really help you build forward, go to your dreams, and make sure that you do stay on a budget so that you can save money, so that you can have a better life, so that you can build what you want for your future. So those are my 3 tips. Tip number 1, why you think that budgets don't work. Number 2 is creating a budget, which is not always simple, but try to make it as simple as you possibly can. And as I said, for my tip is to live on cash. I feel like that just makes everything better. Number 3 is sticking to the budget. So even if you think the budget doesn't work or things are not going right, just stick to the budget and make it realistic as much as possible. Do not use imaginary numbers. Use the actual numbers to make your budget. So that's all my tips for today. As I said, I make videos every Thursdays. Like, subscribe, do what you do. I'm out.